Hi, it's Carolee from Wise Women Ways, and today I want to talk to you about Testy Tuesday. Tuesday is aligned with the sacral chakra and with both the wild woman and the maiden goddesses. Those two sort of walk the line. If you've ever heard of the Madonna horror complex, it's that inside of us we're both a maiden that's innocent and good, and we're also a wild woman, a sexual being, that we're both of those things. And the sacral chakra to me always makes me think of the symbol of the snake, that as women we go with the flow. There's so many things that come up when we talk about going with the flow. Use your imagination and you'll come up with all of those, but that ability to go with the flow is a very feminine aspect, a very feminine thing. And one of my favorite stories in the Bible is about Moses when the people get bit by a snake, and the Lord tells Moses to hold up his rod, which is turned into a snake. And he asks the people to lift their eyes and look at the snake. And if they lift their eyes and look at the snake, they'll be saved. But they don't want to look at the snake because the snake is what bit them. The snake is what hurt them. The snake is their enemy. And there's times in our lives that we have to lift our eyes and we have to look at the snake. We have to look at the things that hurt us. And we have to test our ability to do that on Testy Tuesday, and we have to get in touch with our feelings of anger and our feelings of frustration, which is part of lifting our eyes and looking at the snake. When we don't lift our eyes, we repress, we stay away, we hide, but when we lift our eyes, part of that is coming to terms with our feelings, and part of that is that our wild woman self, that we deal with our feelings. The mantra that goes with the sacral center is I feel, and that we don't want to repress our feelings, and we don't want to suppress and hide, but we want to feel, and we want to express, and we want to embody that wild woman that's represented by that snake. So feel your feelings, acknowledge them, honor them, look them in the eye. Sometimes our own feelings are our worst enemies. Sometimes our enemies aren't out there. They're inside of our own selves. So I encourage you to test your emotional limits on this Testy Tuesday.